This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, for real. Lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, babe. Must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm trying to find. She say I got sex appeal. I think it's 'cause I work a fat gun. I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none. I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one. See it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on. I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. We'll step on, spin move, is on, go. Sideline, touchdown.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Ball at the 23, second and 8. From the gun, here's Watson. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target. Target was Chris Godwin, but now it'll be third down.
Godwin. Darius Slay on the coverage.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is third and 8. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will.
We live for this.
They work this well upfield across the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way.
I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. First and 15 following the delay of game. Off of play action, it's Watson. Forced out to his left. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Darius Slay with the pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Ain't doing Beckham, 57 yards. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Will Lutz lining up for the point after.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Now it's Patterson. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Patterson on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard.
One thing that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
It's certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Being chased out left. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Out of the gun, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Intercepted.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Rams 7, Panthers nothing.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And running with power here. a scramble. It gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 17.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to take this one in for a Reds touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Rams add on to their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Good. Makes the score Rams 14, Panthers nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 10 there.
Sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
Prime time over grind game, over time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag, copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss, stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key, but contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a young and since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my with my rims touch. Nah, I get it and go. Nah, I get it and go.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. But how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did you let it go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light years to catch my buzz. He's right here.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Now it's Patterson. A nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. That's complete. It's Gordon. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Melvin Gordon.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
12 yards there and a 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Gordon on the carry.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 3rd and 5.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Nick Chubb, the ball carrier. Devin McCourty on the tackle.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Pulled in at the 24. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on
the last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 42-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On the draw, this is Fournette. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves this down. 8 yards there. 1st down, Carolina. Panther football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Now it's Lockett. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Rams are going offense here with a 1st and 10.
20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Nick Chubb, the ball carrier. Brought down at the 23-yard line.
On third down, Jackson flush to his right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. That's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Odell Beckham, 40 yards. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. And he moved left there, Charles Little. Danger play. He didn't throw toward that left side, went over the middle, got the 6th one.
Yeah, he seems like the type of guy that when you told him as a kid, don't touch the stove because it might be hot, he touched it anyway. And this one, he got away without getting burned.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
On the return, the Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Back at the 28-yard line.
We remind you that Coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Well, Sanders has got it complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Now here's Mahomes. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
All right, CD, I want to fit in your preseason predictions here. This is now our 5th year together in the booth. Hard to believe time flies, but it's an annual tradition that you tell us how you think things are going to shape up in each conference. Let's start with your thoughts on the AFC.
All right, let's start in the East. I like the Bills.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Buying time to his left. It's caught by OBJ. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. He lets it fly for Lockett. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, LA! Tyler Lockett, 71 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something, when you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
First down, Mahomes. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On play action, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Needs first. This now from 46 yards away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
Bailey's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
It is such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And his throw here is incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football.
You know they play me.
Jackson, and he lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. I guarantee you, if they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime, they're fortunate to retain possession.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Rams.
So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 46. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Darius Leonard on the tackle.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 29.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. From the 25, here's second and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
And now Jackson will look to throw it.
At the 25-yard line.
Dancing to his left. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
This gives us a chance, Charles, to go back to your playoff predictions. We covered the AFC. What do you see happening in the NFC?
All right, let's go with the division winners. Dallas in the East, Green Bay in the North. Let's see, New Orleans in the South, and out West, San Francisco. Wild cards, I think 2 come from out West. Arizona and Seattle. And the third wild card, I think it's going to come from the South, and Tampa Bay gets in. Now, I don't believe Tampa Bay is going to the Super Bowl. I think New Orleans and Seattle will slug it out for the Super Bowl champs, and I'm going with New Orleans to find their way in.
Okay, so you got the veteran Breeze against Lamar Jackson in the Super Bowl, and who ultimately do you have winning that one, CD?
Oh, yeah, the old head and the kid, right? I'm going with the kid in this one in a Super Bowl classic. Baltimore wins the championship.
All right, just so I go on record, I mentioned I'll take the Chiefs, and I'm going to take them over the Packers. So I think we'll have another young and old QB mix. Packers, a little bit of a surprise getting in there, and I'll take Mahomes with a repeat title.
I love it. A rematch of Super Bowl I, which was called the NFL-AFL Championship game. Actually, the World Championship game when they played it back in 1967.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
6-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. 13 all our score as we start quarter number 4. From the 31, Mahomes. defensive tackle getting in there for a loss of 5. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He finds Beckham complete.
That's good.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 19. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Throwing now is Mahomes. Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Linval Joseph able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys will probably express.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Panthers 20, Rams 13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Forced out to his left. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
It's caught. Beckham. And now look at him go. Past the 20, 10, 5, touchdown. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Lining up for the point.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. And instead of a looming overtime, things have changed dramatically. So here we go, still down 1 score, and here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. To throw is Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Jackson from the shotgun. Incomplete as he was knocked as he threw. And he took the ball off course. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now Jackson. A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Jones. Another costly turnover, their second of this second half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the second half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly is, and let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing?
What, the
it's
football?
Exactly. They named the game for it. Take care of it.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
Today's final score, Panthers.
Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you.
Did it, never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business, whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah, hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was top, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with it, so what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
we got a brand new visor, yeah. Your friend smart, but my boy's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool, I don't know what we have. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's spit, we on shot for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's spit, we on shot for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Getting triumphant, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment, energy up my body burning. And my stomach keep up trying, stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it, you gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, baby, must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm trying to find out. Say I got sex appeal.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium.
Now it's Patterson.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Being chased out left. It's caught by Sanders. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That's another Panthers first down. 1st and 10.
Mahomes now on first down. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
2.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal.
5-yard line.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
They'll try to punch it over Fournette. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line.
Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
motion. Now it's Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 50. 30. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
A toss play to Chubb. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Jackson now. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will score. Touchdown, an 18-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Now it's Patterson.
And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Panthers take over 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure. They come away with nothing. That's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
11 yards there, first down. Mahomes now on first down. That's complete to Sanders. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now it's Mahomes again. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Second and a yard at the 12-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Chris Godwin there to make the grab. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together.
Odell Beckham Jr., 20, 10, 5. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A big play there just before halftime. 66 yards. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's second and a yard. And they'll turn it Howard to try to get in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's the fullback as the first half is winding down. And the Rams have taken the lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now it's Patterson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Half, 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
On the return, the Rams take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Let's step into a different topic here for a second, Charles. You think about all the action that happened on Sunday, week 1 in the NFL, but Saturday was an important day for a number of players around the league as well. In fact, we might even have a new holiday called Extension Day. A number of contracts.
Can we make it into a movie? Can we do that? Can we make it into a movie?
Yeah. Fine by me. A number of contracts that were crucial were extended, and really it started with Dalvin Cook, 5 years at $63 million. That was a big one for the Vikings.
Yeah, it was, and it's huge for Dalvin Cook because there was a school of thought that maybe they wouldn't do it because of Alexander Madison's presence, but they're going with their big guy. How about that? Just a few minutes later, Alvin Kamara, he re-upped with the Saints, 5 years, $75 million. Love that one. A great move for New Orleans. Even better for Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, good to be a running back, and then switching it to wide receiver. Cooper Kupp with the Rams. What was his, 3 years, almost $50 million. I think $48 million to be precise.
Yeah, he did very, very well, and I love the way that he runs routes, and he gives the Rams a great presence downfield. And how about Demario Davis? We got away from the skill position, guys. A linebacker, one of the top ones in the league. He re-upped in a big way. 3 good years for him, added to his contract in New Orleans.
The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And that will line up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Chubb on the counter. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brought down.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 25.
1st and 10 at the 20.
Play action. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
2nd and 2. Now a first carry for their fullback. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
They'll run with Chubb. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use... And the Rams with a score. Touchdown. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. From the gun, Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He finds his target, Beckham. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there for Carolina. 54 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 1 man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
The tackle there by Patrick Peterson. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Left side, it's Beckham. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
That's good.
It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
at the 30.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They toss it left side to Chubb. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Getting knocked away and incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Officially, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10
at their own 17-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the 8-10 program, Steve Atwater. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. That's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 as their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. Eluding the pressure right. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he's going to go down. His time has now run out on this game. As always, Pryor, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the medium buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte in good shape. But good.
This the winning team, 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in her. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I bought like 23. Whoa, won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never